Circumstances. You are listening to The Competitor's Brain. This is Lauren Fox, and this is episode number 51. So today is Saturday, and we're going to go to Marcus Aurelius, 6:11, and this is about staying cool. He says, when jarred unavoidably by circumstances, revert at once to yourself and don't lose the rhythm more than you can help. You'll have a better grasp of the harmony if you can keep on going back to it. So we're talking about here when something happens to you, how do you react? Well, you go back to yourself. You revert back to what you have worked on, what your process was, what practice you've done along the way, having that level of training, not, as Nick Saban says, just so that you can do it until you get it right, but until you can't get it wrong. You revert back to that, and then that gives you a better grasp of the harmony if you can keep on going back to it. I think back to, oddly enough, the 1982 movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And there's a character named Mike Damone who's a bit of a womanizer. And Damone has a great quote in that movie, strangely enough. And I wouldn't have known that Cameron Crowe was a student of Stoicism, the man who wrote the movie. But here we are. Damone says at one point during the movie, either way, your toes are still tapping. So you don't let the circumstances that happen to you, and in Damone's case, he's talking about walking up to a girl and speaking to her, or at least one of his friends doing that. He now focuses on what his reaction to whatever happens is. So he's focused on being able to control himself, reverting to himself and not losing the rhythm. Either way, his toes are still tapping. So interesting way to look at it, regardless of whether you're talking about playing on a baseball field, basketball court, you name it, miss a shot, miss a dunk, make an error, miss your spot with a pitch, guy hits the ball 500 feet, doesn't matter. Either way, your toes are still tapping. Or as Marcus Aurelius said, don't lose the rhythm more than you can help. You will have a better grasp of the harmony if you can keep on going back to it.